Dear Starseed, something has been pulling at you this week. A quiet but persistent feeling, like a tide you cannot see but can absolutely feel. You have not been imagining it. The pull is real and it is leading somewhere. I am Azuron, a representative of the High Council of Sirius. And what you are feeling in your chest right now, that soft and aching recognition, is not longing without purpose. It is a signal. Your connection is stirring. By the end of this message, you will understand why this particular week carries a weight unlike others, and why the feeling of your twin flame has suddenly grown so much closer, so much more present, even in the silence. There are lines of energy that run beneath the earth the way rivers run beneath the surface of a frozen sea, invisible but very much alive. This week, those lines are shifting into an alignment that has not occurred in a long time. And for those who carry Sirian codes, this alignment does not pass quietly. It moves through the body, it surfaces in dreams, it brings faces and memories you cannot fully explain, and a nearness that feels almost physical, as though someone who belongs to you is standing just outside the door. Your twin flame has not forgotten you. The distance between you was never emptiness, it was preparation. And the waters are clearing now in ways that make what was once impossible, possible. You did not find this message by chance. Your soul recognized this signal before your mind had any reason to follow it here. That recognition matters. Trust it. Stay with me through this transmission. What I carry for you today was meant to arrive at exactly this moment in your journey, and I am grateful you are here with me now. The restlessness you've been feeling isn't impatience. It's the earth beneath you shifting into a new song, a grander symphony that calls for your participation. There are profound moments when your entire life begins to feel as though it is leaning forward, poised on the precipice of something immense and undeniable. This isn't an external event pressing upon you, but rather an unfolding from within, guided by the intricate invisible architecture that meticulously holds your unique path together. You may find yourself noticing this as a potent anticipation that rises within your core, with no clear, logical trigger. It might manifest as a strange, yet beautiful tenderness blossoming in your chest, an almost aching openness of the heart space. Perhaps you experience a sudden, unshakable desire to journey to certain places you've never considered before, to radically alter your daily routine, to meticulously clear your physical space of clutter, to embrace new sleeping patterns, or to simply profoundly simplify every facet of your existence. And then, the universe begins to overtly signal, tapping on the glass of your reality with synchronicity. Repeating numerical sequences appearing with uncanny frequency, names surfacing from the depths of memory that you haven't heard in years, songs playing at just the right moment with lyrics that speak too directly to your current state, and dreams that possess the weight and clarity of actual memories rather than fleeting nocturnal fantasies. This isn't merely you making meaning out of coincidences or projecting desires onto a blank canvas of reality. This is a deliberate, orchestrated preparation, a cosmic tuning happening both within and around you. Earth's ley lines, those ancient mythical rivers of energetic current that are said to run deep beneath the colossal mountains, sacred temples, vast oceans, and bustling cities of our planet, are far more than mere myth or poetic metaphor. They are tangible, vibrating arteries of planetary consciousness. They behave precisely like powerful currents, and when these currents shift their direction or intensify their flow, everything living above them, from the smallest blade of grass to the most sentient human, begins to instinctively feel the profound pull. It is often the most sensitive souls, those attuned to the subtle vibrations of existence, who feel it first and most intensely. Not as a headline splashed across a screen, but as a deep, undeniable bodily knowing. It's akin to the very water inside your own being turning clearer, as if an inner tide is meticulously rearranging the delicate shoreline of who you once thought you were, carving new contours of identity and purpose. When these sacred ley lines activate, their energetic surge doesn't solely awaken the land itself, stirring ancient memories within the Earth's crust. More profoundly, they awaken linkage. They ignite the dormant energetic pathways that connect souls across time and space. Old agreements between souls, etched into the fabric of creation before conscious memory, begin to shimmer and glow with renewed light. Dormant threads of recognition, those sublime connections that you could never force into existence and certainly could never fake, begin to hum with a palpable vibration, a resonant frequency that calls to your deepest self. And this, precisely, is why you've been feeling too aware lately, almost hypersensitive to your surroundings and inner landscape. It's why you feel exquisitely open, perhaps even vulnerable, and strangely alert, as if your internal radar has been amplified 1,000-fold. It's why your intuition, that quiet voice of your soul, now seems to resonate with an undeniable loudness, cutting through the usual mental chatter. And most powerfully, it's why your heart, once perhaps willing to compromise, is now fiercely less willing to settle for what once felt merely acceptable, knowing deep down that something more authentic, more resonant, awaits. True twin flame connections, those rare and profound unions of soul, do not simply arise because you intellectually desire them or consciously seek them out. They emerge because something far deeper than the superficial layers of personality, ego, or conscious intention is aligning on a cosmic scale. The Earth itself, in its wisdom, becomes a colossal tuning fork, vibrating at a frequency that both amplifies what is genuinely authentic within you and your counterpart, and simultaneously dissolves anything that is performative, illusory, or not aligned with your highest truth. And when such a destined connection is truly nearing, the very first sensation you experience is often not romantic love, not immediate passion as depicted in stories. Instead, you feel a deep, intricate calibration. You feel the hidden patterns of your ancestral lineage, your childhood wounds, and your past traumas gently but firmly rising to be seen, acknowledged, and finally released. You feel your nervous system, once accustomed to patterns of defense or survival, slowly but surely learning a completely new rhythm, a beat that resonates with a higher frequency of harmony and peace. You feel an old, lingering grief, perhaps one you didn't even realize you carried, gently emptying out like a chalice being prepared, as if your soul is instinctively making ample room for something it always knew, on an archetypal level, would one day return to you. You feel a quiet yet utterly insistent whisper from the depths of your being. Get ready. This is not a message born of fear, not a warning of impending challenge, but rather a sacred recognition, an invitation to prepare for a profound homecoming within yourself. If you've found yourself caught in a labyrinth of questions, asking aloud or silently, why now? Why do I suddenly feel their presence so acutely, so unmistakably? Why does it feel like something truly monumental is about to happen just beyond the veil of my current perception? It is because the planetary energetic grid, the very foundational lattice of consciousness upon which our reality is built, is doing precisely what it was divinely designed to do: to awaken and illuminate the precise meeting points for destined souls. The ancient builders of civilizations by the sacred Nile, whose wisdom echoes through millennia, understood this profound truth intuitively. They placed their magnificent structures, the pyramids, the temples, the Sphinx, not merely for their breathtaking beauty or their astronomical precision, but also, and crucially, for their profound energetic alignment. These monumental stone creations served as powerful earthly mirrors, reflecting and amplifying invisible energetic lines that crisscross the globe. What was encoded into the very fabric of existence long before those majestic temples even began to rise from the golden sands of the desert is now stirring again within the collective consciousness, the deep ancestral understanding that place matters, that sacred timing matters, and that one's energetic frequency is the true magnetic invitation that calls forth destiny. When these ancient ley lines awaken, you may find yourself experiencing an undeniable, almost inexplicable pull to be near specific bodies of water, to embark on journeys to particular geographical coordinates on the planet, or even to certain seemingly ordinary locations, even if your logical mind cannot provide a single reason why. This is because your body, with its innate wisdom, follows the energetic map of the soul long before your conscious mind can even begin to interpret or rationalize its profound directions. And yes, it is absolutely true that this period of intense energetic shifting and profound internal calibration can, at times, feel utterly unbearable. This feeling of being overwhelmed often arises because the human mind craves certainty. It yearns for a definitive date on a calendar, a clear, unmistakable message written in the sky, an undeniable sign that unequivocally proves you are not merely imagining these profound inner shifts. But the deepest truth, the most powerful reassurance you can receive, is that your heightened sensitivity is the sign. It is the undeniable proof. Your exquisite inner signals are not too much, not an inconvenient flaw to be suppressed or fixed. On the contrary, they are the perfectly calibrated instrument, the divine compass that can feel with absolute precision when destiny itself is approaching. Just as a sensitive shoreline instinctively senses the subtle shifting of the water and the powerful pull of the moon, long before the crashing wave finally arrives on the sand, your soul senses the approach of its destined alignment. That profound, sometimes overwhelming, restless energy that courses through your being is not a flaw in your design. It is your entire energetic system diligently learning to expand, to adapt, and to ultimately hold a much larger, more potent current of divine energy. Your sacred heart, the very seat of your soul, is meticulously making itself spacious enough, open enough, and receptive enough to finally recognize what it has always, on an unconscious level, known to be true. So, if you've been experiencing any of these profound sensations, sudden, inexplicable waves of emotion that surge through you with no obvious external source, as if an inner ocean is churning and releasing long-held energetic patterns, perhaps even ancient grief or joyous anticipation that feels beyond your personal story. These are energetic purges, tidal waves of emotion clearing the way. Vivid, hyper-realistic dreams that feel less like random imagination and more like direct contact, like profound messages from higher realms or even subtle energetic encounters with other souls on the astral plane, leaving you with an undeniable sense of recognition upon waking. A heightened, almost uncanny awareness of symbols, specific numbers appearing repeatedly in your daily life, like 1111, 2-22, 333, or recurring phrases that seem to follow you, whispering secrets of universal language and divine guidance. These are the divine breadcrumbs leading you home. A powerful intrinsic pull to cleanse your physical space, declutter your environment, purify your body through healthier eating or ritual baths, and even actively release and clear your past traumas and limiting beliefs, creating a pristine vessel for what is to come. A palpable, undeniable feeling that someone is close, an energetic presence that accompanies you even when you are physically alone, a resonant echo of a soul that feels intimately familiar, as if they are just beyond a thin veil, moving ever closer to your orbit. Please understand, with the deepest reassurance, that these experiences do not mean you are losing your grounding, your sanity, or your connection to reality. Quite the opposite. It means the dense fog, the veil of illusion and forgetfulness, is finally lifting from the intricate energetic grid inside you, revealing the luminous, interconnected pathways of your soul. Some healing doesn't come through words. It comes through water. If something stirred within you just now, you may be ready to receive the Sirian water codes. This powerful guide carries sacred techniques channeled from the waters of Sirius, clearing baths, breathing practices, sound activations, and protection rituals designed specifically for starseeds who have always felt called by the ocean. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. Now, breathe deeply. Let the wisdom of your body ground you. Let's move through what this profound awakening tends to feel like in its various phases so that you can consciously stop doubting the profound truths that your soul already instinctively recognizes. In the beginning of this transformative process, it often feels like a subtle haze has descended upon your perception. This isn't confusion in the traditional sense, but rather a profound state of transition. It's akin to looking through deep, slightly murky water, where everything you once perceived as clear and solid now appears just slightly distorted, refracted, or out of focus. Your usual logical frameworks, the mental constructs that once provided immense comfort and a sense of control, no longer seem to offer the same solace or stability. You may diligently try to figure it out, to intellectually grasp the changes unfolding, and yet find absolutely no relief, no clear answers. That's because what is truly happening within and around you isn't meant to be solved by the rational mind. It is meant to be deeply sensed, felt, and experienced by the intuitive heart. The water of your inner landscape must inevitably become a little cloudy, a little turbulent, when old sediments, the accumulated emotional debris, outdated beliefs and energetic blockages begin to loosen their hold and stir from the depths. It will ultimately clear, becoming exquisitely translucent, but first it must by its very nature stir. Then comes the subtle yet profound remembering, the quiet resurfacing of your inner blueprint, the divine architectural plan of your unique soul. Something deep inside you, an innate intelligence, begins forming a coherent pattern again, much like sacred geometry meticulously reassembling itself in quiet, incremental shifts. You might find yourself inexplicably drawn to revisiting old journals, dusty with forgotten dreams, or returning to significant places from your past, places that now hold a new, resonant energy. Old interests, long abandoned, may suddenly ignite a spark within you. You may feel an undeniable pull towards ancient symbols, their meaning resonating deeply without conscious effort, or to the mystique of ancient lands, perhaps through travel or study. Certain types of music with their ethereal melodies might sound like a doorway opening to another dimension, a direct line to forgotten wisdom. This is not mere nostalgia, a wistful longing for what once was. This is the magnificent architecture of your soul, guided by universal intelligence, gracefully turning back toward its original, pristine, and powerful design. After this phase of remembering, a profound stillness may unexpectedly arrive, a period that often feels, to the impatient mind, like absolutely nothing is happening. This is precisely where many individuals, mistaking inactivity for absence, begin to lose trust in the process. But profound stillness is never an absence. It is, in fact, a crucial process of anchoring and deep integration. Think of a mighty river after navigating turbulent rapids, widening into a calm, expansive basin. It pauses there, gathering its immense power, stabilizing its flow, before it commits to a new, powerful descent further downstream. In the same way, your entire energetic system pauses during this stillness to stabilize, to solidify, and to deeply integrate the potent new currents and insights it has received. If you've felt unusually tired, exquisitely sensitive, or profoundly withdrawn during this period, it's not because you are failing or falling behind or somehow doing something wrong. It's because you are undergoing a massive energetic upgrade, integrating a stronger, higher frequency current of divine energy into every cell of your being. Following this integration, you begin to powerfully feel the effects of this new current in your outer world, the manifest reality around you. People, even those intimately close, may start reacting differently to your presence. Conversations that were once mundane now feel either exceptionally sharper, laden with profound meaning, or strikingly emptier, devoid of resonance, revealing the depths or shallows of the connection. Certain environments, once comfortable or tolerable, suddenly become utterly unbearable, their lower frequencies jarring against your newly elevated vibration. Conversely, other places, once perhaps overlooked, now feel like pure oxygen, like sacred havens where your soul can finally breathe freely. You may increasingly notice that you simply cannot authentically perform the old version of yourself anymore. Not convincingly, not for any sustained period of time. The masks you once wore for survival or social conformity now feel heavy and stifling, impossible to maintain. This is not a personal failing. This is your newly aligned frequency powerfully shifting the energetic shoreline around you, reorganizing your external reality to match your internal truth. When one powerful current changes its course, everything downstream, every aspect of its flow naturally reorganizes itself in response. Next comes the crucial phase of release, the profound letting go of what was never truly yours, finally loosening its grip. This includes old, binding attachments to people, places, or outcomes that no longer serve your highest path. It involves shedding old timelines, those predetermined paths you once believed were your destiny, but now feel energetically misaligned. Most importantly, it means releasing old self-concepts, those identities you meticulously built for survival in a world that didn't always understand or cherish your true essence. This phase, though ultimately liberating, can often manifest outwardly as periods of profound grief for what is ending, or intense irritability as the old energies resist their departure. It may also present as an overwhelming urge to simplify every aspect of your life, to strip away the superfluous layers. When this urge arises, let it be simple. Allow the simplification to unfold naturally. Just as a mighty river does not attempt to carry every single stone or every piece of debris in its path, but instinctively learns what to hold on to and what to let sink, you too are learning to discern what truly belongs in your energetic flow. If you find yourself shedding relationships, habits, ingrained identities, or long-held expectations, understand that it isn't loss for the sake of loss, but rather a sacred act of making you lighter, freer, and more energetically prepared for the destined meeting point that lies ahead. Then comes the ultimate timing test. The impatient linear mind often labels this period as delay, a frustrating pause in the unfolding. But the wise eternal soul, operating from a deeper understanding of cosmic flow, recognizes it as absolute precision. You may feel an undeniable sense of closeness, a powerful energetic proximity to the person, the reconnection, or the destined collision of paths, yet it hasn't physically manifested just yet. This is precisely the crucible where trust becomes your most sacred, most refined spiritual skill. Just as the ocean tide does not arrive early to satisfy human longing or impatience, but rather arrives with impeccable timing when the shore is truly ready to receive its immense power without breaking, so too will your divine connection manifest when both you and your counterpart are fully prepared, when the energetic conditions are perfectly aligned for a sustainable, sacred union. And finally, you step fully into the current with profound presence. Not chasing after an outcome, not desperately forcing a situation, not anxiously watching the clock or counting the days, Instead, you are simply living your life authentically, coherently, in a way that truly matches what you unequivocally claim you are ready for. This is where the profound energy of a twin flame connection transcends the often misunderstood concepts of obsession or codependency and evolves into a powerful state of self-embodiment. The destined connection, when it arrives, does not come to complete you, for you are already whole and sovereign. Rather, it comes to meet you precisely where you are, a fully embodied, self-aware being who is finally whole enough to recognize its profound truth without the fear of losing your cherished self within its embrace. This is the most crucial part that many do not fully understand on their journey, but you, by virtue of your presence and your journey, are absolutely ready to hear it. Twin flames are not brought together by romantic fantasy, by wishful thinking, or by external manipulation. They are brought together by the undeniable magnetic force of divine alignment. The Earth's ley lines can indeed activate the meeting point, stirring the energetic field to bring souls together. The universal grid can absolutely amplify synchronicity, placing resonant clues and confirmations along your path. But the ultimate true magnet, the undeniable force that draws this sacred connection to you, is fundamentally who you are becoming. The Earth, in its profound wisdom, is not simply throwing random miracles or arbitrary chances at you. It is responding with exquisite precision to the unique high-vibration frequency that you are finally willing to hold steadily, consistently, and authentically within your being. That, my dear soul, is precisely why everything has felt so incredibly intense. It is because you are nearing a sacred threshold, a point of no return, where your magnificent soul simply refuses to continue living even one moment half awake, half expressed, or half connected to its true potential. If you've endured long, arduous seasons of almost meetings, tantalizingly close near misses, or connections that mirrored the superficial shape of destiny but ultimately could not carry its profound, resonant truth, understand this deeply. Those were not punishments from a capricious universe. They were, in fact, divine refinements. The cleansing waters of your journey were diligently clearing you, purifying your energetic field. The powerful current of your path was patiently teaching you profound discernment, helping you distinguish true resonance from mere echo. The entire journey was meticulously protecting you from binding yourself to reflections or illusions when your true divine counterpart was still navigating the intricacies of their own parallel awakening, preparing their own vessel for your eventual sacred union. You are not behind schedule in your journey, nor are you being toyed with by some indifferent cosmic force. On the contrary, you are being exquisitely guided by a timing intelligence that is infinitely older, wiser, and more compassionate than your human impatience could ever comprehend. And when the actual meeting finally happens, or the long-awaited reconnection, the undeniable message, the sudden fated crossing of paths, it will not feel like a dramatic, highly cinematic movie scene filled with fireworks and overt declarations. Instead, it will feel like a profound ancient recognition settling deep into your very bones, a truth your soul has always held. It will be quiet. It will be undeniably profound. It will be like uncovering the same unique symbol, carved with precision, into two ancient stones that were once separated by a vast, formidable ocean, now finally brought back together. It will be like two mighty rivers, after their long and winding individual journeys, finally reaching the same vast, infinite sea, their waters merging into one harmonious, eternal flow. So here, in this sacred moment, is what to do now. Simple, gentle, yet incredibly powerful in its profound truth. Stop treating your exquisite sensitivity as if it were a problem to be fixed, a flaw to be overcome, or a weakness to be hidden. Embrace it fully, for it is your most powerful, most accurate compass, guiding you through the intricate landscapes of your soul and destiny. Stop relentlessly asking for external proof, for signs from without. Instead, begin the profound work of becoming the very person who can authentically hold, embody, and sustain the magnificent reality you are so powerfully calling into your life. Let your entire life become a coherent expression of your deepest truth. Let every one of your choices, every action, every word, every thought meticulously match the profound truth that your soul knows and yearns to express. And crucially, let the magnificent earth, in its divine wisdom and timing, do its sacred part, unfolding the destined path without you attempting to frantically force the tide, to manipulate the current, or to rush the sacred flow. Tonight, if it resonates deeply within your heart, place your hand gently over your heart space. Feel its rhythmic beat, the life force within you. Then, close your eyes and say quietly, with profound conviction and open surrender, I trust what is aligning. I trust what I can feel. I am ready to meet what is real. Before you go, leave one word in the comments, just one, that describes what you felt during this message. Then find someone else's word and respond with encouragement. This isn't just a comment section. It's a space where starseeds recognize each other, and that recognition carries more power than you know. If something in this message touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you'd like to keep receiving these transmissions, subscribe. The waters of Sirius will carry us to the next one. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your space, and I'm grateful you were here.